As with most wars, the majority of people killed in the deadliest wars of all time are innocent civilians. Human warfare has been a part of history since the dawn of time. Here are 10 most deadliest wars in history. We count from number 10, the 30 Years' War. It was a 17th century religious conflict in Central Europe, lasting from 1618 to 1648. It was one of the longest and most brutal wars in human history, resulting in over 8 million casualties and causing famine and disease. The conflict evolved from a battle between Catholic and Protestant states to a shift in Europe's geopolitical landscape and the role of religion and nation-states. 9. The Chinese Civil War. This war started in August of 1927 between the government-backed Kuomintang and the Communist Party of China. The massacres and mass atrocities carried out by both parties resulted in more than 8 million casualties by 1950. 8. The Russian Civil War. The Russian Civil War, spanning 1917 to 1922, was a significant conflict triggered by the October Revolution, involving various factions and foreign interventionist forces. It claimed the lives of more than 9 million people and result in economic collapse, famine, and disease, with the Red Army gaining control. The war ended in 1922, marking the Soviet Union's establishment. 7. The Dungan Revolt was a deadly war in western China, involving Hua Muslims in Shaanxi, Gansu, Ningxia, and Xinjiang. The conflict resulted in 21 million population losses, with Hua Muslims in Shaanxi being severely reduced and Han people relocated to Inner Mongolia. 6. And Lushan Rebellion. It was a rebellion against the Tang dynasty of China between 755 AD and 763 AD, although it is difficult to accurately report the death toll. Census reports taken the years following the war imply that around 36 million people were killed, or about 2/3 of population of the empire. 5. World War I, also known as the Great War, began in 1914 after Archduke Franz Ferdinand's assassination. The war lasted until 1918, with Germany, Austria-Hungary, Bulgaria, and the Ottoman Empire fighting against Britain, France, Russia, Italy, Romania, Canada, Japan, and the United States. The war was marked by unprecedented levels of destruction, with over 16 million people dead by the end. 4. Taiping Rebellion. A large-scale rebellion between the Qing dynasty and the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom lasted between 1850 and 1864, resulting in 20 to 30 million deaths, with the exact number of casualties uncertain. 3. The Qing Dynasty conquest of the Ming Dynasty. The transition from the Qing Dynasty to the Ming Dynasty was a violent and bloody conflict lasting over 60 years, resulting in the deaths of 25 million people and becoming one of the deadliest conflicts in history. 2. The Second Sino-Japanese War. It was a major conflict between China and Japan from 1937 to 1945. Is considered the beginning of World War II in Asia. It was the largest Asian war and was referred to as the Asian Holocaust due to Imperial Japan's war crimes against Chinese civilians. The war resulted in around 20 million deaths. The most deadliest war in history is World War II. From 1939 until 1945, there was a global conflict known as World War II. Almost 70 million people lost their lives. In the bloodiest war in history, which pitted the Allies against the Axis powers, the war claimed the lives of almost 50 million civilians, in addition to its well-known genocidal assault against the Jewish people. While these historical conflicts are a somber reminder of the horrors of war, they also serve as a testament to the importance of peace and diplomacy. As we reflect on the immense loss and suffering caused by these wars, let us advocate for a more peaceful world where disputes are resolved through dialogue and cooperation. War brings untold pain and suffering, and it is our responsibility to work towards a future where such devastating conflicts are prevented. Subscribe to DPFunFacts for more. Thank you.